SillyPseudonym playing some Noah Drift. And an interesting challenge suggested by, hold on, make sure I get the name, Hugo Thibodeau, I believe. Yes, indeed. And that challenge is simply somewhat similar to my normal middle path challenge, except we can choose freely between weapon, body, and shield, anything we want. But after that, we can only reroll according to the number of levels that we are taking, and we cannot exit the screen without using all of our upgrade points. So we have 2 upgrade points, we have 2 rerolls we can use. If we only have 1 upgrade point, we can only reroll once. But we have to choose something before leaving the screen. And I think I want my weapon to be Salvo. I think Salvo is probably the most versatile weapon right now. It works with fast firing things, it works with slow firing things. You can charge it up, you can wait on it for a while you get a larger missile count. It's just got a lot of variety. Shockwave is decent. I'm wondering if I should take a damage one though, like Orbital or Siphon. Let's try Siphon. I want something that will let me do damage even when I'm not using my weapon. So Halo, Siphon, that Orbital Shield would have been perfectly fine. Sentinel, Assault, and Carrier. Carrier, the Swarm will help us a lot. It'll apply vulnerability, and that will let us take advantage of our ability to save our fire until some vulnerability stacks are applied. Assault is just a higher rate of fire, as well as reducing projectile spread and increasing projectile velocity. And of course, Sentinel reduces rate of fire as well, like Carrier, but it makes our shield far better. Let's go with Carrier for now. Double tap. We can take a double tap. We'll see how this works. Carrier is pretty slow. That is my concern. It is slow. More hull is acceptable. We already have some constructs. I guess we can add turret to the mix. The problem is turret really doesn't shine until you get its upgrades, like point defense and war machine. It's still okay without those upgrades, but it's significantly weaker. And it's going to be hard for us to, masochism, reliably get those upgrades. We don't really do any self-damage. Okay, that's my 1 reroll, so it's polar inversion or nothing. A rampage. I'll take a rampage. Yeah, with the reduced thrust, it's not too horrible. Still means I do need to adjust to it, however. Ouch, like that. Or not like that. Alien construction is good for us, This affects not only our turret but our swarm. And our turret will stick around a little bit longer with that more increased hull. And the faster assembly speed is always welcome. No. Self-destruct is fine. We can't do another rampage. One is tolerable. More than that, we're going to start having trouble. A lot more trouble. Improved thrusters. Alright. I'm definitely glad we didn't pick up that other rampage now. Poor swarm's trying to come to me to heal my shield a bit, but I keep slowly wandering away. Velocity's fine. War Machine, very much welcome. Now our turret will fire missiles every now and again. Alright, so far tolerably decent. Larger blast race is fine. Omega less so. Main issue here is, can we survive? Without killing ourselves with this rampage? I would happily take a stabilization, that's what I'm saying. Oh, what fun this is. Note to self, do not take rampage again. It is somewhat troublesome. With rampage, I don't know if I can take this. I'm glad I rerolled. Point defense is very much welcome. Okay, I still have one reroll left. Okay, rapid fire, much better. Point defense increases the hull of our turret, and we can heal ourselves just by being near it. Another double tap. So many double taps is a little worrisome, but the extra rate of fire is pretty good. Trying to get all the rerolls we can because we are going to need them. Ooh, ouch. Thank you, combat. Happily take targeting. Quite happily. It means that our missiles now are more likely to hit. The more the merrier. Oh, the constructs. I want my turret back. I miss you, friend turret. Please come back to me. Armor is... It's okay. It's okay. If we lose our shield, it will help protect us a little bit. Hopefully. Ouch, ouch, and more ouch. Oh, I knew that was going to happen. Even with the rampage helping me out a bit, I knew I would get too close. Alright, good, good. More shield is acceptable. It's not the most exciting thing in the world, but it is perfectly fine. Alright, Comet. You had your chance, Comet. You had your chance. I'm starting to halfway get the hang of the rampage. Halfway. No. Okay. We can't lose all our rerolls. That would be almost assuredly a death sentence. There are too many mods that would, if not kill this run, at the very least significantly hamper it. I don't want to run the risk of having to take a winnow, for example, at the wrong moment. I think Scorching Wake is perfectly fine. In fact, better than average just because we have that rampage. We're always going to be using our thrusters, so we're always going to have Scorching Wake active. We may not actually be able to damage much with it, but it is at least a certain source of damage that's always going to be on. Alright. We're fine, everything's fine. Energize shields. Okay, Concentrate Blast. Perfectly fine. I like Concentrate Blast. Usually. Don't like Singularities. Pretty sure I do not like them. Okay. Alright, we're fine so far. We should be able to do okay against war, I think. Seraph, I'm more concerned about. I like the larger shield effect radius, sure. With Siphon Shield, a bigger radius just means we are able to do more damage to enemies a little bit further away with our shield effect. One thing I would like is Splinter. Splinter would really help this salvo build take off. Radiant shields, even larger shields, but less shields. Not entirely sure about that one, but hopefully it won't be too horrible. More mines, not always great. Though Comet does help us out a bit, and I appreciate that, Comet. I always try to make sure I recognize your contribution to the success of this run. And there's good old war. Ouch. I need you to not run into me quite so much, war. waiting for them to charge so that I could get a little bit extra scorching weight damage on them. Alright, we survived war. I was expecting to, but sometimes you get out of position, and Rampage does not always help. Alright, we have 2 rerolls, so... Okay, Deadly Weight, perfectly fine. Counter-artillery, also great. Gives our turret a little extra boost in the health and damage department, as well as allowing it to degrade projectiles from the enemy. And those are things I like. Evasion is acceptable. I would prefer the nanotech regeneration so our ally could heal itself slowly over time, but better evasion is fine. Good enough that I won't use a precious reroll to avoid it. Do need to watch the polar inversion. It is a little troublesome when the enemy's pulled out of place. And so it and the weapons it fires are no longer exactly where you were hoping they would be, or expecting them to be. Didn't we just kill you? Okay, got rid of that one. Very glad that I'm carrier here. The swarm helps intercept a lot of these little beam attacks, energy pod attacks. What are these things? They're not traditional bullets. They do degrade over time. I have no idea. Anyway, those things. Ah, that was my fault. I should not have tried screen wrapping there at that time. But thankfully it was not too big of an issue in the end. Revelation, huh? That's a gamble. Mines. I'll take it. We already have everything but what? Drones? One big happy family. Alright, you need to die, thank you. I lost my shield. Good for you, Comet, good for you. Lower rate of fire, but better targeting. Lower velocity. Alright, we'll try. Maybe the greater targeting will make up for it in this circumstance. That's what it usually does, but this is not our usual build by any means. Volley. Further slows down our salvo. Reduces the damage but gives us 2 more projectiles. We can try it. Smaller but more accurate and slower. But the slower could help with the accuracy, gives them more time to target, home in. So it's not all negative by any means. That was a little weirdly aggressive. Not gonna lie, a little weirdly aggressive. Oh, I so want to click this evolution. Or this loaded mine. But rupture is acceptable. Dealing a little extra damage every time an enemy dies. To any enemy nearby it. Okay, you. Hello, Seraph. I don't intend to run into you, it's just I have Rampage and I don't always know how to time it. Trying to get close enough for the engine to do a little extra burn damage. Need to watch that. Okay. Thank you, Swarm, helping me out there. Thank you, Turret. Alright, good. Happily take a reroll here, that's for certain. Oh, efficiency I'll, again, happily take. Since we're often waiting for our missiles to stockpile, we'll take advantage of that. And that's one reason I chose salvo over other relatively reliable weapons like Pulse or Lance. Because things like efficiency, calibration, still work pretty well with salvo. In a way they don't quite work as well with something you have to constantly fire. Oh, ouch. Alright, I'm just here for your experience points. The rest of you may go. Excellent. Maelstrom, huh? I'm okay with that. Maybe it'll help push away certain projectiles. Nope. Between a rock and a hard place, or a juggernaut and a singularity, as the case may be. Alright. Really love it when Turret's there to help us out. Makes things so much easier. Convergence, eh? Further reduces rate of fire, projectile velocity, projectile size, increases projectile spread, but 2 more projectiles and better targeting. Not exactly the conventional way we go about it, but I think it's okay. And it's certainly better than a lot of the other mods in the mod pool. Yet another Jonah, eh? What else do we need here? Not like we have a huge amount of selection mined. I would love to get charged mines. We have these mines and we do a little extra damage with them, but we could do so much more with charged mines. Again, absorption is good enough. It's not great. We have to lose our shield for it to work, and we do not wish for that to happen. But, again, is it acceptable enough? And I think the answer is yes. No. Another singularity, eh? Okay, everything's fine. It's fine. I wasn't worried. He lies blatantly. Oh, so blatantly. All of a sudden, I'm glad I took that absorption. Minefield does weaken our mines, but makes them faster to build. Not the mine upgrade I asked for, but faster mine deployment in this situation I think is actually good. Even if the mines are slightly weaker, well, the mine effect isn't really what we're after. They're just detonating near the enemy. I guess they might have a smaller explosion radius and damage, but unlike with, say, loaded mines with the missiles are doing most of the damage, all of its damage is coming from the explosion, so I don't think it affects us that much. And I think to what extent it does, it might be a net positive actually. Just to ensure there's lots of little mines scattered around the map. So that was not wise at all. turret. Yeah, it's not the best place for you. Trying to get a little more damage in with our shield and engines. Well, that's a welcome sight. Mastery just gives us a nice 5% bonus across the board to all these stats for our weapon, so I say we go for it. Actually, a little surprised we reached level 40. I was expecting to die probably about 10 waves ago. But yeah, the enemy spawn rate and rate of fire is definitely starting to catch up to us. Doesn't necessarily mean we'll die tomorrow, but it does mean that we are having more difficulty than we used to. Now, as long as we have turret friend here, we'll be fine, I'm sure. Okay. Another scion. Ooh, no. Juggernaut. I like the increase in hull and the increased crash damage. I'm worried about the reduction in thrust. Is this too much? Will this kill us because we'll be too slow to respond? I'm tempted to reroll here. Reroll once. Oh dear. I take it back. I take it all back. Alright. And now we die. And now we die. Oh my goodness. Yeah. And now we die. Revelation. 3 rampages. Yep. I said it was a risk when I took it. Oh, man. Again, that was a variation of the Middle Path Challenge I sometimes play, suggested by Hugo Thibodeau. So, yes. Thank them if you so desire for that interesting experience. And I may do it again later. It was definitely fun to have that combination of freedom at the beginning and then those more narrowed constraints later on. Definitely fun. But for now, thank you all for stopping by.